Because the grading process takes 15 weeks, and then we have to sell them. So part 2 won't be coming anytime soon, but I am excited to finally answer the question of if you can actually make money selling your old Pokemon cards. Because a lot of people talk about it, and I've watched some videos where people are like, oh, this card is worth X amount of money. I would like to see if that actually is true for the average Joe Pokemon collector kid, now as an adult. That would be Stan.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Life on the Franch. So today we've got a little bit of a PSA update for you all. Let me tell you, after we submitted our cards, things went a little crazy in the PSA. So I'm going to catch up with that story, and then we also have our first couple of cards back. So looking forward to looking into those too, and kind of talking about our experience so far. What had happened is that after the video that we had posted, and we'll put a link up here, we submitted our cards, right? And we had about 100 cards that we had found that we were interested in. And I dug through a little bit more after the video and found 20 more. So we did that as like a later submission. Right after we submitted that, the prices doubled for PSA. Like the next day, they sent out an email saying, we are now doubling the price of all of our services. We just have too much demand, so we have to try and keep up with it. Between that time and now, I ended up getting a couple packs of cards, and within that, there was one of the rarest cards. So I decided, okay, well, this might be worth grading too, might as well. So I sent that regular. Even at the increased price, it could still be worth it. The next day, right after I submitted it, the PSA completely closed all submissions except for their Super Express service, which is like $400. So it's nuts. Right now, the cards are completely backlogged. Back in the day, before all of this had happened, they had received 500,000 cards in the course of 3 months, which that was kind of like an increased flow, and that's what inspired them to double the price. Well, they doubled the price. Maybe some stimulus checks went out. Maybe more YouTubers like me got interested. Maybe the doubling of price made people realize that the price could go even higher. So then in the next 3 days, they got another 500,000 cards. So from going from 3 months to 3 days of 500,000 cards, oh my gosh, that is just too many cards. And they cannot handle it right now, so they have to stop submissions. One thing that came out of the process that I think also indicates how backlogged they are, and I'll show it here. This is kind of like a calendar of where they are in the process and when you can expect your cards. So here you can see like the regular service. That's what we submitted back in February. And so ours has returned. They've caught up. But then if you see the value service, and that's where all of our our value cards are, all of the other 100 that we have are sitting. Yeah, those are going to take quite a bit. So look forward to an update sometime in 2022. But until then, we've got a box. So let's go ahead and start cracking this guy open and see what we got. Okay, so first of all, I really like the way that this is packed. It's got Fragile written all over it. And then, yeah, just really, really condensed. And I think there's 4 cards in here, so they put a lot of effort into making sure that those 4 cards were secure. I love that. Okay, nice. So it's nicely bubble wrapped. Oh yeah, that's super secure. Okay, we got a little shipping list, a little thank you card. Thank you, PSA. Now let's get to the goods. Okay, so let's see which one do we have here first. Nice. Okay, so this Snorlax guy here, this Error Jungle, here we go. He got a PSA 9 mint. So that's a very good score for this guy. I'm actually very surprised because the holo has some like visible scratching, but I guess the rest of the condition of the card, the back, I heard that PSA really scrutinizes corners. That all turned out okay for it to get a 9. So this is a great card to have gotten a 9 on. I think it ends up being around $100 or $200 for that, which is great. I love this label here. It tells you exactly the ID, the holo. It's no symbol, so there's the kind of the error. This here is the ID number, so that you can look up your card and learn about it, see what population it is, and the number 11 up here is the number of card that it is in the set, which we saw down there before when we were evaluating them all. So yeah, super happy to see that one come back as a 9. Okay, so the next card that we have is the Shadowless Raichu. So this was the second release of cards in the USA. There's also like the first edition Shadowless. And this guy got a 7, so near mint. That's the NM over there. It did all right, but because this is an older card, it's still going to go for something like $100 on eBay. Back here, I guess I can see what they were seeing with the 7 here, that there's some whiting on these edges down there too, if you can see it. So the back, oh, that corner is quite bad. Yeah, there. So I understand. 7, that's fair. The holo is really nice compared to the Snorlax. So I'm really interested how this one got a 7 and this one got a 9, but still happy about it. So the next one is the Feraligatr, so they tell you the scores online. I was very surprised to see that this got a 5. I thought it was in great condition. I guess the card is a little off-center a bit. I think it's because it's got a significant bow to it. So if you look at it like this, you can see that the card is kind of bent. And I don't think they liked that very much. I think the top of the card also has kind of a bend to it. But yeah, that's a surprise to me to have gotten a 5 on this guy. It still looks really nice, but I guess this one's just going to stay in my personal collection then. We've got one card left here. Let's see. I'm excited about this one because it's the Articuno. Boom. There we go. PSA 9 on a first edition holo Articuno. I told you this card was beautiful. Man, I love the look of this, and I'm super happy that it got a 9. It really adds a lot of value to this card. The back here looks super pristine. Yeah, like compared to the Feraligatr, I guess I can see this is really telling the difference between what a 9 and what a 5 can be. Just a great learning experience in general too. Yeah, this has got like a lot more pop to it, and just the condition is great. So yeah, I'm super happy that this one came back so high. And I think it's totally worth it. It looked so nice before, and it looks so much better in this casing with the validation on there too. Yeah. So looks like you can evaluate some old cards, and if you have them from when you were a kid and they were well stored, you can still get some pretty high rankings, even though you haven't touched them for 20 years. All right, so those were the cards that we got from the PSA. I think overall, I was happy with the turnaround time from the regular service, but I'm not sure if that's going to be consistent anymore. Also, you can't purchase the regular service anymore until July 1st, so keep up on an update from them when that happens. I think in researching more about graded cards and the kind of investment that they are, it's been enlightening to see how much effort goes into this and how valuable the process can be. Because the PSA just closed, I feel like I want to wait a bit and see what the market feels about that. Are PSA ranked cards more valuable now? Are they considered less valuable because there's going to be they know that there's going to be a higher population of them once the wave is complete and they've been completely assessed? Because certainly there will be supply in the future of these cards. We're not sure which cards. Could be more modern sets because that's what people can get their hands on. And I know YouTubing and pack openings have become really popular. People are sending things out for their viewers. So I think that there makes sense that there's like just a lot of new cards out there. For the older stuff, they might be able to withstand this onslaught of supply. They're less likely to be in the ranks. So I hope you guys liked this update video from the PSA. Again, I liked my experience. I'm glad to have these cards back. I'm looking forward to getting the rest, and we will keep you posted in 2 to 3 years. No, but seriously. Like this video if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more content like this, you can leave some comments or some suggestions if you've been trying to rate your own cards. And then also, if you could, subscribe. It's free, and super happy to see you all joining us on the day-to-day. We provide daily content for you all, and we hope you enjoy it. So other than that, hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much. Bye.